Melee has always had the reputation of being a really hard game to pick up. Honestly, this started back when people found out about L canceling, about wave dashing, the memes about wave cheating, and so on. Have always been really infamous when it comes to picking up Melee, learning it. There's a lot of videos out there stating, oh my god, look at how many inputs per second they're doing. For the longest time, I would agree with them. Melee is hard to pick up, but due to some great improvements that we're going to go through today, it's gotten a lot easier to pick up Melee. And I'm kind of going to show you how to do this, how to use the new training mode called Uncle Punch, as well as some websites with resources for other things. So first off, if you don't have Slippy, obviously get that. If you're looking to get other things outside of just Slippy though, this is a great Hebs website. It's called Blippi. So just Slippy but with a B. Blippi.gg, and it is open source Super Smash Bros. Software hub for playing and creating. It gives you Slippy, download links to the netplay, to the replays, to the stat launcher, how to use a GameCube controller, how to use a controller overlay, which allows you to also use music in while playing Melee, OBS obviously, Clippy, HD assets, documentary, you know, learn the game. Melee library. This is a great but ugly looking website that has a lot of old guides, mostly text, but there's some YouTube videos like SSBM tutorials, also a really good YouTube channel. But yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff here. Again, I'll link this all below, and obviously you can just go to Blippi and find it yourself. But today we're going to look at this one specifically, because I think this tutorial and this training pack is the best way for a new person to learn Melee, outside of obviously just playing the game, which I'm assuming you guys are already interested or maybe already doing if you're watching this video. So Uncle Punch training mode, what is this? This is a modded version of Melee. Currently there are two different versions, and we're going to go through both versions, but I'll focus a little bit more on the new one because it is, in my opinion, an amazing tool that makes learning the game so much more intuitive and easy. To the point where I don't even think Melee is going to have this reputation of being a hard to pick up game in no time at all. Basically, as soon as Ranked comes out and you can actually play against other new players when you are new, I think it's going to be a great experience to pick up Melee. Right now, you know, you might have to play some really good players on Unranked if you're brand new, but trust me, you can definitely find some people at your level that will stick around and play long sessions with. But another huge part of Melee is, of course, solo practice. It is a game that is really fun, and it's also kind of necessary if you want to take your game to the next level, to learn how to practice this game offline. So first up, we have training mode 2.0, an old version, but we also have a alpha version that is currently in development. You can get this by supporting Uncle Punch on Patreon. Costs $5. I've used it. I think it's amazing, and you're supporting Melee development. Let's put a ton of work into this. But we're going to show both versions, but I'll start out with 3.01. So one of the most famous tricks you have to learn is, of course, L canceling. L canceling is, you know, shortening the recovery of your aerials in order to be more safe, do better combos, you know, all that stuff. So this mode, as you can see, has a bunch of training stuff. There's attack on shield. This is the alpha version, so all of the old ones, you see these grayed out ones, these are old ones. So I'm going to show off the new ones. Hopefully there will be you know, new versions of these soon, and then I'll switch back to the old version of training mode, the free one that has this one as well. So for this one, I pick Marth, or actually, this is how I learned L canceling. This is what we were taught back in the day. You pick Link. Now, what the hell is this? What is this red bar? What is this green stuff? What is timing, fast hold, succession? This, my friends, this is how you learn to L cancel. First off, you can press start. There's this neat menu, custom modded, that says, and you go to help. L canceling is performed by pressing L, R, or Z up to 7 frames before landing from a non-special aerial. So not a neutral B, not a side B, you know, a C stick, a move you do with C stick or with A. This will cut the landing lag in half, allowing you to act sooner after attacking. So the easiest version to do this was to pick Link, and you would do a down air. and you see him pull up the sword, right? And then if you press L at the right timing, you'll see him pull up the sword faster. Like that. But now, with the Uncle Punch stuff, you don't have to do all this stuff. As you can see, up in above me here, you can see that it shows a white square. This white square is where I press L, right? So if I time it too early, you see it's this mist there, and the white square is over the red ones. You want it to be in the green ones. And this is another great thing. Try pressing the trigger a bit early before the fighter lands. It gives me tips even. See this up here in the corner? No press. If you miss pressing at all, the game will tell you that. If you don't, it will also give you tips. Don't forget to fast forward. It will help you act sooner and help you with timing. This stuff is so amazing for a new player, because this stuff is hard to remember when you just brand new. It will tell you the fast fall timing. I fast forward slow there. I fast forward fast. Succession rate. It will give you a nice sound every time you hit it. And you can just try to move your L cancel window closer and closer to this number, to the middle of the green ones, where you have 3 or 4 out of 7 frame timing. Try to get closer and closer to 100%. Then you can add the difficulty. You can have objects. This can change the timing a little bit. Obviously, if you do this, you have to press when you land second time. So you don't have to do an L cancel and then look, is Link pulling his sword up fast? I don't know. Is he not? Now you can just choose any character. You can pick Fox. And you can just go on a platform stage, and you can practice L canceling on the platforms. I missed one. Oh shit. Edit this out. No, but this is great even for really seasoned players that have played the game for 10s, 20 years. It can still help you improve and see exactly how fast you're fast falling and everything like that. You can do moving objects. This is a great warm-up. Get your hands moving. And I would honestly just recommend when you're starting out, this is a great way. As soon as you know like what character you want to play, this is a great way to learn how to do one of the most essential techniques. And I will say that L canceling is far more important for a brand new player to pick up than wave dashing or anything else, even dash dancing, because there's never any reason not to L cancel basically. Sometimes you have to learn how to specifically L cancel a specific move, and there's some stuff like that. But in general, you never have to think twice about L canceling once you've learned it. So moving on from that, we have ledge dashing. This is a more advanced technique. This is kind of just showing, this will teach you exactly how to do it, all the different inputs. You see, this is cliff weight, that's how long I held the edge. Fall, how long I fell. Jump, the timing I jumped. Air dash, it will give me tips for this as well. And in the future, this will be available for all kinds of different techniques with tips for all of it. I'm known as one of the best ledge dashers, not the best, but even I frequently use this mode just to practice getting even better and seeing exactly what's wrong with my ledge dashes when I miss them, what could be a bit better, and all that stuff. And there's an about page. Next up, we have Training Lab, but I'm gonna go, which is a huge mode, but I'm gonna go over the 2.0 version a bit more, because this one actually has something that 3.0 has not implemented yet. You see this extra button called R Tutorial. This is one of the best things about this mod. You can look at any of these and you can press R and it will show you a tutorial for what you're about to learn.
Aside from tilting your shield, there are several other options that you have when you decide to stop shielding and start moving again. The most basic actions out of shield are roll, spot dodge, shield grab, and simply letting go of shield. The problem with these options are that they are either slow or exploitable movement options that can leave you really vulnerable.
Yeah, you know, you can all check out these by yourself. I really recommend it. But it's safe to say that this is a perfect way to, you know, pick up and learn how to get better at melee. Learn these advanced techniques, how to ledge dash, how to alms attack, how to power shield, how to SDI, escape, cheat, tech chase. There's so many perfect modes. And the idea is basically that with the new version, they have changed how you code this. Before, this was coded in assembly, which is a really awkward, unintuitive way to code things. But now, the new 3.0 mode is coded in C, which means that you can very easily add your own events. So soon there's going to be level 14, get out of Marth's chain grab, level 15, how to beat Hungerbox when he's stalling, level 16, how to get Armada to play melee again. You know, we're going to have all different kinds of events and tutorials here. Videos with descriptions, you can make your own. I can't wait for the day when there's a Fox pack, where there's just 10 events all dedicated to do these drills, and you will get better at Fox. Like, I'll be super down to make my own stuff like that once people get better at programming these things. It's still an alpha, it's still new. But to end things, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the 3.0 training lab. If you guys want to, if you guys like the video, if you subscribe, then I'll make a full tutorial on how to use this mode. This is basically Melee's training mode. And not like the shitty normal training mode where you can spawn items, but this is a training mode taken straight out of fighting games. It has a ton of different options, as you can see here. It has, you can turn off the HUD, you can change the camera mode, turn on hitboxes, environmental collisions, you can see how the stage is really formed. You can turn off the models if you want that. So you can just have hitboxes. If you don't want to see either of these characters, then you can also do that. You can change your percent. You can use frame advance. This works just like an ultimate. You press L to advance, or you hold down and it goes normal speed. There is a DI display. And it actually works, unlike Ultimate's feature where that doesn't actually work. Input display, super accurate. It will show me if I'm light shielding and regular shielding. Move scaling. You know, you can turn off so that moves keep doing the same damage. There's CPU percent, behavior. You can make them shield, practice shield pressure. Let me turn off this actually. There's a ton of options you can check out here. I will say that two notable ones is how you use the D-pad, and this is taught to you here. D-pad left is load state. What is load state? Well, to load a state, you have to save a state. So right on the D-pad makes that sound, and that means that you have saved the state. So right now he's 69%, nice. I can hit him. Oh, I dropped my combo. Well, I'll press D-pad left, and I can try the situation again. It's an amazing way to save some time when you're learning something. So you can practice the same combo over and over, or try out different options in the same situation. If I'm at this range, what do I want to do? Maybe I want to do this. Maybe I want to do jab. Maybe I want to full jump over him. It's really amazing. And let's say, okay, well, right now, you know, upper is good, but what if I'm here at the edge? Well, you can move the CPU by pressing D-pad down, and then you can save it again. Oh, okay. Let me practice back airing. There's tons of options here. You can set what do you want your opponent to do when they're trying to get out of the combo. Right now he's air dodging, but you can go down here and you can use R. If you hold R, you scroll faster in the menu. You can choose to counter after frames. So right now it's doing as soon as possible. It's air dodging as soon as possible. But here, counteraction air. Let me make him jump away. See? Okay. Now I can practice against that. Okay, alright, I couldn't quite follow that one. For me, I want to practice reading jumps. You can do down B. This is great for trying to punish foxes that shine out of combos. Fair, obviously great for Mark to do. And not only can you do that, but you can have a different one. You can have a specific option for when you hit them on the ground. And then another option for when you hit them in the air. And then another option for when you hit them on shield. So right now he's on shield. And he will grab. I will short hop. But when I throw him up, still do forward air. This combined with this option you can do all kinds of things. You can practice hitting him in the air, or you can practice against CC. Now for CC, there's one extra thing where right now it is bugged so that you have to make them DI down, and you can do this with custom DI. And this right here is another big thing. You can choose which way they will DI. Do you want them to DI randomly so that they go different ways every time you up throw them? Or do you want them to do inwards, so they always do inwards? Or always outwards? Or floor hug, which is the one that they use for Om's attack. And this one is generally the easiest if you want to test CC. So I can practice here, pushing CC. And he will CC grab. Oh, sorry. Ground. Here we go. Grab. Yep. So now I can practice. Okay, how do I beat this? Let me move him. Okay. That knocks down at this percent. Okay, I can space that. Maybe do an air. Yep. Okay. But then what about at 30? Oh, now I have to use back air. So there's a ton of things like this. Well, don't forget to save. Don't be like me. That you can just super easily test out. If you ever have trouble in a matchup, go into this mode, find out what you want to do. Then there's this next thing. And this is something we're going to save for the next video. But this is recording. This is recording your opponent's character. And then having them play back whatever you want. And then you can choose several options. I mean, save positions. CPU mode, record. And now we'll record this. And now I'm controlling the fox again. So now I can practice how to punish this. This is excellent if you want to, let's say, learn how to punish F smash on shield. Such a great way to learn the game. And I really think that this will push the meta forward. But then there's the next level. We use multiple slots. This lets you do Nair, for example. Nair. Last time we had him Nair and then F smash, right? So now let's make him Nair and then grab. So now you can practice against both of them if you want. Or you can put random, which allows you to set up a bunch of different options. And this is what we're going to go through in the next video. It's really complicated, but it's an insanely powerful tool if you learn how to use it right. It's something I've spent like tons of hours playing around with in other fighting games. It's how I'm able to stay competitive in those games despite them having bad online. So let me know if you want a more detailed video on that. I know it's a bit nerdy, but I think it's really good for those of you guys who are a little bit more familiar with Melee and looking to take it to the next level. Anyway, try to keep this kind of short to not intimidate any new Melee players. Overall, I think the most important thing to remember is to have fun with the game. You know, practicing a lot is good, but don't forget to play some matches as well. Take it step by step. Work on one thing, get it into your game, work on the next one, and so on. And yeah, let me know if you want more of this, and I'll see you next time.